Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspirational Wisdom. D-Man here, the illusionist, and I'm glad you joined me today. Today, the topic is game. Okay. And what is game? Game is just your way, or at least in relation to women, game is just your way of dealing with women. How you deal with women, how you relate to women, how you socially interact with women. Okay, everyone has a game. It may not be a good game, you may be the best, you may be a good gamer, but the important thing about game is you have to you really need to be yourself. Now, don't take that the wrong way. What I mean be yourself is you have to have it so ingrained within you that it is who you are. I mean, you can have pickup lines or learn all this crap, but if you go up to a girl and you're just using pickup lines and it's not who you are, it's going to come off as creepy. It has to become a natural part of you. For example, what I do when I go out, I talk to everybody. Like the girl at the gas station or the girl at the Walmart. I may look at them. I may not necessarily want to be with them, but I'll look at them in a certain way. I'll say hello to them in a certain way. I'll talk to them in a certain way. I joke around with them. I'm open. I'm friendly. I throw a little bit of sexual, insinuation in there. Nothing real blatant, depending on who they are. But I was in Walmart today. Very seldom ever see a good-looking girl at Walmart in the USA. But there was a girl in there, man, she had a great body on her. She was tall. The problem was she was wearing a mask. And from what I could see, if she took that mask off, not my type of girl. But I'm telling you what, I almost told her, had I thought she was pretty good looking under that mask, I probably would have told her, man, you got an awesome body. And there's nothing wrong with giving a compliment if it's really from you, from your heart. If it's not something that you're just saying, like some guys will come up to a woman and say, "Oh, you're beautiful," but behind that compliment is, I'm telling you this because I want to be with you, or I want you to approve of me, or to say, "Oh, thank you," and I like you, and I want to go out with you, or I'm wanting to get something from that person. But if you see a girl, there's something about her that you really like, for you to go up to her and just tell her, "Man, you got the greatest body I've ever seen. You work out, or what do you do?" I mean, if you're sincere about it and you really mean it without any wanting anything from that girl, then it comes off as genuine. She'll appreciate that. Now, don't expect anything from her. She may say thank you. She may just ignore you. It really doesn't matter. You showed up as a man by walking up and doing that. So as far as approaching girls, you just got to blurt it out. Just say whatever it is that pops into your mind. Here's what happens. We start thinking about what we're going to say. I mean, it's okay to study game, to find out the things that work, but you have to go out there and practice it. And don't wait to practice it only when you see a girl that you're really attracted to. Because what happens when you do that is you'll flake. You'll lose your words. You won't know what to say. You just need to talk to every girl. Talk to everybody. Be social. Just be out there. What the problem is today, from what I've heard, I didn't realize it because I grew up in a different time, is we have these buffers of dating sites, and I use dating sites, and Instagram and all these other things where you don't really, I can see that, because a lot of times people are much braver on Facebook or on Instagram. They'll say things or attack you, where if you met that same person on the street, they wouldn't say a word. Well, that same scenario works in dating also. Many guys and girls will get on there and they'll talk to you through this through this buffer of the messaging system, but when you meet them in person, they don't know what to say. They're socially ignorant. They don't know how to relate to people face to face. Now, you can use this to your advantage. It's easy if you get a good game on you meet people on the dating sites or whatever, but the reason you're on there is to set up a real meeting. And the texting or anything like that should always be progressive, forward to a meeting the person, because that's what you want. The end game, you want to end up in bed with a girl, okay? That is the whole thing, the whole interaction of men and women. You want to have sex with her. I mean, some people may think that's crude, but that's the reality of life. We are here to procreate, to have babies, to have sexual encounters. So that's where you're moving toward anyway. And if you're just having texting games, you end up having a text relationship or a phone ship or message relationship or whatever you want to call it. It never goes anywhere. I mean, unless you're one of these guys who wants to have a simp or OnlyFans or whatever. I've talked to several girls online, and they want to have an online relationship. I said, I am not interested in that. If I'm talking to you, which I am, I want to meet you. But I did ask this girl, or a couple of them, I said, are there guys that like that? And she said, there are many guys who really prefer that. So I guess it maybe it saves them from the pain of rejection. But I'm telling you, if you show up and ask a girl out, or tell her, don't ask, just hey, we should meet, or let's have a coffee, or whatever. You did your part. If she doesn't come or doesn't want to be with you, you showed up as a man. You showed up as a man like those men did on the battlefield 1,000 years ago. If they hadn't have, you wouldn't be here today and fought. And so if you can't show up and meet a woman and talk to her, or ask a girl out, or tell you want to go out with her, or, you're not much of a man. But that's okay. We've all been afraid. I've been afraid. Don't think I've never backed down. I've wanted to say something, didn't do it. And I'm telling you what, when I do that, when I know I should approach a girl and I don't do it and I walk away because of fear, I feel like crap. It reminds me when I was afraid to fight years ago when I was young. I finally decided getting the shit beat out of me can't be as bad as letting someone humiliate me and feeling like a piece of crap for 2 weeks. And finally, I got my first fight. I got beat up. Not too bad. But you know what? I felt great because I stood up for myself. It's the same way with women. You see a woman you like, just go up to her and say, hey, I think you look great. Whatever's going on in your mind, don't think. Just whatever pops into your head, say it. And just do it. She goes with you. She does. Doesn't matter. You showed up as a man. I'll guarantee you, you will feel like $1 million. If you stand up, do what's in your heart to do, what pops into your mind to do, whether she goes or not. Hey, if she goes, that's a plus. That's great. If she doesn't, you showed up. You're a man. It's easier the next time. So step up there. Be a man. Do what's in your heart. Do what's in your mind to do. I mean, that's why you're here. You know how many people die before they're ever buried, before they're ever in the ground? They sit around and live a life of quiet desperation. I think Thoreau said that. Get on the internet, get on the YouTube, and watch these guys. Rollo Tomaso, MLD, Modern Life Dating, Rich Cooper, Ryan Stone, and there's a couple of those guys too, Rule Zero. Listen to those guys. You may have the idealistic impression from society that a relationship is supposed to be a certain way, that you're going to meet Cinderella or this fantasy, the one-itis. That's not the way life is. I'm 60 years old. I've been married 4 times. I've had many relationships. I've been the Chad, bad boy, until I was 30. Then I tried to live the blue pill life until I was about 58. I'm telling you, I know from experience and from the experience of others. I've read and studied since, I guess, probably about 35 years old. I started studying relationships. And these guys know what they're talking about. It's not about trying to get over on women. It's about giving women what they want. The golden rule is what? Treat others the way you want to be treated. Now, women don't want to be treated like you as a man want to be treated, but they want to be treated in a certain way. Find out what women are attracted to, what makes them want to jump in bed with you, what makes them want to love you, what makes them want to be loyal to you. Like anything else in life, you have to learn this. And when you learn, you get the knowledge. Knowledge is power. But it's only power if you put it to use. If you just keep it in your head, it's nothing. When you take action on the knowledge you know and experience the situation that you have knowledge about, that becomes wisdom. And you can use that. Then you can acquire what you want, but you can never do it only by reading or studying. I have a list of many, many books I have read. I continue to read. I have 2 or 3 different books I'm reading right now. Some on relationships, some on metaphysics, uh, different types of books. Read is very important. Listen all day long. I listen to audiobooks or YouTube speakers, different things like that. I'm constantly feeding my mind with what I want to be like. Because if you don't program your mind, somebody else is going to, I'll guarantee you. So if this has been of help to you today, hit the like and subscribe button, share this with a friend. Thanks for joining me. I will see you next time.